Hello, everybody. I know it's been a while, but you know, school it's kind of hard to pump out videos. During the summers, I most likely will be uploading a lot. I will try and get some videos out throughout the school year. No promises that there will be very many though. But yeah, I am here with Stanley Parable because I just got a brand new computer. Uh, I might show it off in another video. Probably not right now. Yeah. All right. So let's just begin the game. The end is never. The end is never. The end is never. The end is loading. Never. Very oh.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
And here we are. Okay. So, sorry, I'm just making sure you guys can read the stuff that happens. Okay, so this game is actually pretty old. It's actually one of the first games I ever got when I had Steam, which was about, I want to say 3 years ago. And I have played it in the past, but I kind of let it just kind of sit over time. I haven't really experienced it that well because, you know, I wasn't really big of a computer gamer back then, even though I have lots of well, I don't have lots. I have around 50 games on Steam, and I don't really play them that much. But now that I have a new computer, I will record some of them, not all of them. Some of them are bad games that should never get recorded. But yes, this game is. Most of you should know what it is. It's a narrative game where the narrator speaks to you, and you can decide to either do what he says or to not do what he says. Now, let's go ahead.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I do know this is an ending, if I remember correctly. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Haha. And, what do you guys think? Are we sick of it or no? To be honest, I'm pretty bored.
Well,
Yeah,
I
okay.
don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want. Like
really?
right now.
Yeah.
You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley,
I don't remember
who
this.
people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton.
So bad.
Did it all day in a meaningful way. But his brain had long ceased to function.
Why?
Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible.
Oh god.
And if you are not
so
strong
bad.
and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. You too will become quite unbearable.
Boring. Please be the end. Okay, I'm out. And there we go. Right, restart.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
I think there's an ending you can get if you turn off all the monitors. But I don't remember correctly. Portal 1 received. And then there's I think there's to input the other ones you have to go to different monitors, I think. To go back to here, I think. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. I'm probably doing it wrong. Oh, actually, I think I know what to do. I have to begin the game again. And I might be wrong, but
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Through here. Yeah, there it is. There we go. There are a few endings in here. I think
All of
I've
his
seen
co-workers were gone.
maybe all
What
of them,
could it
but
mean?
I'm pretty sure that
Stanley
there
decided to
are
go to the meeting room.
some
Perhaps he had
endings that I
simply
have
missed a
not
memo.
seen yet.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Here we go. Okay, now where is it at? All the way back in here. Or not. I don't see it. Where's it at? Maybe it's in here. I think it is. Might have to restart the game again. I think it may have failed because I ended up walking in the room without turning off the monitor. If it resets, then I'll just.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Yeah, if you notice, like, almost every time you restart, it kind of changes what he says. This isn't right. Oh, I do know that, if I do this.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
There we go. And that's an ending. Okay, so...
Hello. This is a recorded message scheduled either by you or a person in your place of work. The purpose of this message is to warn you about the dangers of recorded messages. If at any time you believe you are listening to a recorded message, please terminate it immediately and cease all flow of information from the recorded message into your perceptual sphere.
Shouldn't this be...
Thank you, and have a pleasant day.
That didn't make any sense, and also, that's something I've never experienced before. Interesting. Okay, well, what's that?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now this is the everyday decision. Left or right? I want to go left. Because I'm actually going to follow what you say for now.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
God, it's business. Unresolved dispute with a coworker. Let it... Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Yeah, tell yourself that. You're not unique. You're just like...
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
But...
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
Alright, I guess I'll be on my way then.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh wait. Okay, let's go this way. Now. Oh wait, no, I don't want to. No, okay. I don't want to go that way because that's for an ending that we shouldn't. let's, for now, we will do what he says. His windows lead to, like, heaven or something. Can I go in here? Oh, actually, I know something we can do.
Stepping in.
That's one thing you can't do. Aha! Okay, so papers littered all over the floor. Who did this?
Already this was uncomfortable, and
Not
Stanley
working
decided
again.
that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Aha. Get in the game again. One more input. Aha. What? Welcome to Stanley. What? Welcome Stanley to heaven. I get it because he likes pushing buttons. Can I turn on? Can I push all of these? I feel like they light back up. If they don't, then I want to push every single last one of them buttons. Aw, they light back up. Is this all? This is... I don't... Well, that was heaven. Alright, next. If I wanted to go back, I could.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Turn off all the computers, don't want to waste power. Can't imagine what the electric bill must be for this place. Especially, well, whatever. Just what you guys think. Let's just say there's a lot of monitors.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes, of course. Stop by the
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautiful... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
copy machine. Nope. Feel like it.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Hey, that's uncalled for.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Yes.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
What would happen if I were to fall down there? Can I, like, escape? Or is there, like, would I die? I assume I'd die, but maybe there's a chance of survival. Maybe. Broken ankles. And shattered legs.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Well, but there's a blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Yeah, blue. Right, I got it.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
What?
Stanley walked through the red door.
Nice. You're gonna just do that. That's not fair. Well, since you really, really want me to, I guess I'll do it.
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
What?
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Whoa, that's scary. What?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What is this?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Wow. Are you on LSD, man? You put me on LSD? Jesus Christ. Ah, it's too bright. Ah.
No,
Whoa.
wait. Where are you going?
Sorry, man. I don't know. It's too bright.
Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset.
Oh.
We'll lose all of this.
Oh. I get it.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
But I want to kill myself.
No!
Ow.
Oh, thank God.
That would most definitely kill
You have me
someone.
worried. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Because, death. Ow.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
I guess.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
Not really. It's just a lot of lights. Also, it kind of hurts. I'd rather go back and kill myself. Stairs. Is there like a third option? Because
My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are
really
literally willing to
dislike
kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Pretty sure, man.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along.
It's not gonna happen.
But I guess that was too much to ask.
Maybe in the future when I actually
It looks
do
like
your
you
story
wanted to make a
correctly.
choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Yep.
Is it over?
Ow.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
God, now I kind of feel sad. What's that? Do you guys see that? Black thing? What is that? Weird.
Stanley knew the office layout like the back
Oh.
of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were. Just a matter of time.
Don't want to waste the electricity bill. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go back and see what happens if I
When
fall
Stanley
off.
came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the
Thing.
meeting room,
If I
and
fall off
Stanley
that
knew it perfectly
thing that I
well.
was talking about
Perhaps he
earlier,
wanted to stop by
see
the
what happens
employee
if I
lounge
jump off it.
first,
Maybe I can get
just to
freedom.
admire it.
Even though that probably won't happen.
Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room. But eager to get back to business,
Copy machine
Stanley
high.
took the first open door on his left.
Painting. No, thank you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Can I like... Where's these doors here? They put these things here that I can't use. Do not jump from the cargo lift while in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift. What? Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift. $5,000. What?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I guess
I'm
if
not
you
your
survive,
enemy,
like
really,
you
I'm
jumped
not.
off into like a
I
floor.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the
So,
fact is that
let's
the
look for
story has
something
been
soft to
about
land on.
nothing but you all
Oh,
this
God, I'm not
time.
gonna make that.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Yeah, I'm very powerful. Yeah. Okay. No. No! Alright, well. To heaven it is. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Mr. Incredible. And, yeah, so, there'll be more, most likely. I'll do more episodes of Stanley. I want to try and get some Left 4 Dead 2 with my friend Ethan, and maybe Dylan could join in as well. Gary's Mod, I'm going to be doing that with Ethan, probably do some sandbox. We'll get Dylan in there as well, probably. But, yeah. Yeah, what else would we be doing? We might do some Minecraft. We might, like, instead of the PS4, because I want to try and recreate my world, my Kyle's Kingdom world, on PC. I will try and do it in my own time. Make a server out of it. Try to. But what else? Rust. I will be playing Rust with Dylan. I'm not sure if we'll record it or not. If we do record it, I might just record it myself. Another game is Five Nights at Freddy's, which Ethan played recently. Because I let him play it. I gave him my account, let him play it. Wanted to record it. I might record it. I've had it for a long time. Never really played it. I mean, I played it once, but I only got through the first night and like never played it again. Try and get the other Five Nights at Freddy's if I can. Play those. I'm gonna be trying to get DayZ soon. That's what I'm trying to get. Let's see what else. Hearthstone. This game that I really love. I just bought like a couple adventures for it. I bought like 2 adventures for it that I'm gonna be playing. I probably won't record those, but I will record some online matches maybe. Maybe I'll even do a stream of it on YouTube. And yeah, that's another game that I will be playing. Yeah, I got lots of plans. I'm not sure if I'm gonna finish them all during the summer. I probably will finish most of them. Or sorry, I'll probably finish most of them during the summer, and I'm not sure I'm gonna do them during school year because I got school and stuff. I got a whole bunch of stuff to work on. I would really like to play some horror games and stuff. Bring some guests on, you know. Play some horror games with people. I was gonna get The Forest. I'm not. Excuse me. I'm not so sure I'm gonna get that though. Dying Light is a game that's installing right now, actually, and I will probably be playing that with Ethan or by myself. I'll just do like some random videos. I probably won't play the story. If I do play the story, I'll play the following because I've already played through the main story way too many times. I'm not gonna record that. Let's see what else. So much. Smite. I'm kind of a fan of Smite, but I'm not so sure I'm going to record that. 7 Days to Die, I have that on PS4, which I actually was thinking about recording. Uncharted 4, I got that recently. I might play that. I probably play the multiplayer, but I might play the story on my channel. I've already played the story, so I already know everything. I might play it on my channel, I might not. Star Wars Battlefront, me and Ethan will probably record that. Let's see what else. I don't know if I want to do Dishonored. I'm a big fan of Dishonored. Like, I bought the Dishonored 2 Collection Edition, which came with the mask and the ring from it. It also came with a poster and then a nice case for the disc. But yeah, I might play Dishonored 1 maybe, and then I'll record it and put it on my channel. And Dishonored, when I get Dishonored 2, which I don't actually have yet, I have a case, but the thing is, the only one they had up there, and I really wanted it for the collector's edition. I really wanted it. The only version they had up there was an Xbox, so now I have a copy of the Xbox game, and I can't play it. But yeah, I would like to try and get Call of Duty World at War, do some zombie maps, but like the thing about it is that it's a CD, and my computer when I got it, it didn't have a CD port, so I'm not so sure if I'm gonna get that to work or not. Rock Band I probably won't actually record that, but that is a game that I recently got. I think that's most of the games actually. Overwatch is a game I've been trying to record. I actually did record a video of it with Dylan, but it was really bad. It got messed up. Like half of the video got corrupted, and then it was just bad time to record that video. So I will probably record another video and upload that. Red Dead Redemption. Now that's an old game, and it is literally one of my favorite games. Actually, if you check my channel art now, I went ahead, I made a new channel art. This one I made instead of having somebody else make it. And I put Red Dead Redemption in because that is one of my favorite games. And when The Last of Us 2 comes out, I've played The Last of Us 1, I might put it on my channel. But The Last of Us 2, that's a game, when that comes out, I'm going to play the crap out of it. I'm going to record that, and I'm just going to play that like crazy. But, where was I? Left 4 Dead. I was thinking about recording that. But if I were to record that, I might do Undead Nightmare instead of actually doing the story. Because the story would take forever, and Undead Nightmare isn't that long anyways. So, yeah, and No Man's Sky I'm not gonna record. I have the game, it's still installed, but I haven't played it in like over a couple months. The game, in my opinion, I think what the idea they had for it was fantastic. It was such a great idea. The way they accomplished the game was terrible. It's kind of like Destiny. The game was really fun. The mechanics worked great, but the story, like the lore behind the story of Destiny was great, but they didn't accomplish it very well. They just didn't do it very well, in my opinion. That's my opinion, though. Everybody has their own. Grand Theft Auto, I uploaded a video, and it might still be on my channel, it might not. The audio got messed up, and you couldn't really hear us that well. I did it with Ethan, and yeah. But I will get GTA back, and I will start recording that some more. Cause maybe I might even go back to my old skits, and I'll probably try and do some shorts and stuff. So I'm sorry I've been dragging this video on for so long. I've just been, it's kind of, an update and a little bit of a gameplay. I just wanted to clarify everything that was happening. And let's see what else. I think I covered most of it. Yeah. I think that's most of everything. It's pretty much everything covered. Oh, Risk of Rain. Now I was thinking about doing that because I heard that was a great game. Like 3 of my friends played it. They said it was a great game and that I should play it. So I might end up playing some of that as well. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Alright, so I'm sorry for dragging out. Like I said before, I'm sorry for dragging out this video. I just really wanted to get this stuff across. I wanted to explain, you know, what's going on, what will be happening in the future, things like that. I want to start streaming more often, also. And I would really like it if I could get some people on. It could be anybody. It could be random strangers. It could be you guys. It could be anybody. I just want to get people on my Minecraft world, which I might go on the computer and do it, but I would like to stay on PS4. But I will do computer if you guys want to. So yeah, I would like to get some people for that because I kind of don't have anybody. Ethan, we were gonna do a video with Ethan, and I haven't have half of it done, but it's kind of, I don't know. I still need to edit it more. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you know, feel free to like it if you want. I don't mind what you do. You can sub to the channel if you want. I don't really care. It's a free world, free, do whatever you want. Yeah, I just hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.